This episode of WDW Today is being sponsored by All-Star Vacation Homes. And picture this, you're going to Walt Disney World, having a great time in the parks, always, visiting all the best parks like Hollywood Studios. And, you're saying, it's kind of hot outside. It's summertime. I'd like to be able to get back to our room and, be able to relax, go for a swim maybe. And you go back to your resort and, everyone's annoying kids are in the pool with your annoying kids. Why not have an All-Star Vacation Home where you'd have your own private pool? So that way, you can send those annoying kids of yours into the pool. No one else there to worry about. No one else there to bother them. It's your own private pool. In fact, get back at nighttime. Maybe you want to enjoy a little swim there while the kids are sleeping. No problem. It's available to you. That's one of the many amenities of a typical All-Star Vacation Home. So try them out online at www.allstarvacationhomes.com.
This is Walt Disney World Today. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the world.
It's Friday, July 16th, 2010, and this is episode 747 of WDW Today. I'm Matt Hotchberg of StudioCentral.com. The obligatory 747 joke has been made. Joining me on today's show is Mike Newell of Mouse World Radio, and Mike, since I don't have to make that joke anymore, this Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time is our live show.
Yes, that's what I'm told. I guess I have to be here then.
I guess so.
Looking forward to it. That's going to be a lot of fun.
It's always fun to do those live shows.
We're all going to be in a goofy mood because we're all leaving for Magic Meets Cruise the following day. So,
well, except for Scopa, he's got to go to work.
Yeah, and you're not coming either. So,
that's true.
So not everybody will be goofy, just me and you.
No, but a lot of the people that are probably going will be in the chat room. Yep. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Point.
Yeah.
Also joining us on today's show is Mike Scopa, a senior writer and blogger for allears.net. Welcome, Mike.
They're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. You made it.
Muppets.
Dinosaur.
Muppets.
That's my fallback.
Also joining us on today's show is the fabulous Annette Owens, a manager of customer relations and group services for MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. Welcome, Annette.
Hey, guys. Doing that packing countdown. Woohoo.
Oh, yes. I can't wait to see the tweet picture of Newell's packing.
I thought you were going to say something else, but yeah. In fact, my cat is right here on my foot right now. So I don't.
For those who don't understand the joke, for what was it, reunion last year, right?
Reunion 10
after the cruise, and he took a picture of what he was packing because hey, he's excited, and there was a picture of his underwear, which everybody started making.
No, there was a picture of.
It was a picture of his cat.
Yeah, he jumped in the suitcase like he wanted to go. I thought it was cute, not realizing what else was in the picture. And I got hammered on Facebook and Twitter, and it was great.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Also joining us on today's show is AJ from the DisneyFoodBlog.com. It's DisneyFoodBlog.com.
Guys.
And also, AJ, you're not only back on the show once more, you're also hosting the 2010 WDW Foodie Fest, which is in October, right?
Woo. Yes. The Foodie Fest, the first ever Disney Food Blog meetup.
Nice.
Huzzah.
I will be there. I'm looking forward to it.
Yay.
And we brought AJ on to talk about the Epcot's Food and Wine Festival, which is coming up very, very soon. And Disney's announced already some of this pricing and packages for the special events that will be going on for Food and Wine. And these are very popular more often than not. And we thought we'd bring AJ on to talk about these different options. So AJ, let's where do you want to start?
Well, yeah, basically we can just kind of run through what's available and when you can book because these do sell out pretty quickly. So if you want to go, get it on the schedule and get on the phone.
Good. Well, let's start it. These are very popular, and they've ranged in price to and scope and different things. So and we're actually getting it ahead of time, which is unusual for us. Usually we report everything that already happened. So this is great.
Yeah, this is good news for the listeners because they get the chance to maybe get a jump up and get on the phone. On July 20th is actually the date that you can book these special event happenings. Now, these are the ones that you need a pre-booking ticket, and they usually cost a little bit more than some of the other events at the festival. And there are some free events, there are some low-cost events, but those you can book in August, but these early ones you'll want to book on July 20th at 7 a.m. is when it opens, and you will want to call 407-WDW-FEST. So WDW Fest is the phone number to call at 7 a.m. Eastern on July 20th.
Some of the events that we've got lined up for this year.
Some great, well, I'll talk about some brand new events first and then some returning events. Some brand new events are, one is called the 3D Disney's Dessert Discovery, which, from what I can tell, is kind of a Epcot Illuminations dessert party times 4. There'll be desserts, cordials, wines with VIP viewing of Illuminations, and that is going to be on Thursdays and Fridays, some Thursdays and Fridays, and you can see the information over on the Disney Food blog, the exact dates and times. That's $45 per person, and you can book that on July 20th. And another kind of brand new event is actually a Grand Marnier tasting, which they've never done before. So it looks like you'll get some fantastic opportunities to taste different Grand Marnier types, I guess, and then you get some sweet stuff on the side as well.
Interesting. Grand Marnier. That sounds like it's up Annette's alley, right, Annette?
And where's the chocolate?
Where's the chocolate? Where's the beef?
I think they might even have chocolate there. Let me see. Flambéed crepes and frozen soufflé glacé. So you'll get that.
That sounds good.
It's chocolate. That'll work. And then some of the returning events this year, they'll do the French regional lunches again. Those were a big hit last year, and they've added some more. The food and wine pairing dinners, which are fun, where you get someone to teach you all about wine and how it pairs with food, and that's actually fun. Even if you're not a foodie, I had a great time last year at the Morocco event. Then also something that I think is fantastic is the Mexico tequila tasting. If you are not up on your tequilas and you want to learn more about tequila, that's a nice little $40 1-hour session where you get to taste tequilas and learn all about it. So those are fun.
Interesting. Now, what did the you mentioned the first event was $45, and the Grand Marnier one, how much was that?
Grand Marnier is $45 as well.
Okay.
So those aren't going to break the bank, and if it's something that you're interested in, that's something to do. There are of course events that are in the multiple hundreds of dollars that you can do, like the Party for the Senses and the signature dining events. I wouldn't recommend them unless you're super, super, super a big foodie. But
Hey, can you talk a little bit about the Party for the Senses? I know that Becky Menkett of MEI and Master and Travel was a huge fan of them. She did, I think, 1 or 2 last year, and I know that Deb Wills of All Ears Net loves them as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about them? I know they're kind of pricey, but tell us a little bit what you get and what all those little details.
Sure. Party for the Senses usually happens once a week during the festival. Usually it's on Saturday nights, and they often have a theme. They haven't announced the themes for this year yet. Hopefully those will come out soon. But they take place at the World Showplace Pavilion. They cost this year $135 per person, and it's basically a place. It's a huge room if you've ever been in the World Showplace Pavilion. Lots of different chefs from around the festival come and provide fantastic tastings, and you get to try different wines. And this year they're bringing back Cirque du Soleil as the entertainment, which is pretty fantastic. They didn't have it last year. A lot of people are upset about that, and they're bringing it back this year, so that's going to be very cool. So these go fast. These are ones you want to book early as well. And again, I believe you can book these on July 20th at 7 a.m. as well. So these are fantastic events if you love to try food and you love to try a lot of different food at once, a lot of different types of food at once. And they actually have an additional thing called the Wine View Lounge, which they debuted last year, which costs an extra $90. Basically, what that offers you is your own reserved seating and a lot of different exciting wines to try. And also, I believe you do have seating for the Cirque du Soleil as well. I'm not positive of that. And again, this isn't the Cirque du Soleil in downtown Disney. This is they come to the showplace and they entertain right there in the showplace. So
the showplace is that's the old Millennium Village, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes. So it's back behind the World Showcase. So pretty cool. And then of course you also get reserved seat to the Eat to the Beat concert series, which if you like Air Supply, I suggest that you go to.
And who doesn't really?
What do you know about the this one that's called Delicious Discoveries First Bites? It's very, very pricey, and I'm wondering why it's so pricey.
Oh yes, this is pricey because it is the before the festival opens. You get to go, and apparently I'm gleaning all of this from what they're actually telling us. You can go and taste a bunch of the different Food and Wine Festival booth menu items. You get to see some of the celebrity chefs that are going to be there. It seems like a pretty sweet deal. It is extremely expensive, though, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to actually pay the money to go. But it costs $195 per person. It is on September 30th, the day before the event starts, and they're saying it is absolutely worth it. You get to try a bunch of stuff first before anybody else does. You get to see the celebrities. You get kind of a taste of the whole festival before the festival starts. So,
I don't think that's going to sell out too fast.
No, you don't think so? I don't know. I'm trying to decide if it's worth the $200 to me. I mean, so that's a lot of tequila. That's a lot of margaritas.
Channeling Glenn, I see.
I do like those margaritas, but it's also, that's a lot of little tapas-sized plates all around the World Showcase that I can eat for that $200. So
let me ask you this question, AJ. I've been to the Food and Wine Festival a number of years. I know that everyone here has as well. And I've never done any of these before. Tell me why I would want to do these, and which ones would you recommend for a first-timer? I mean, let's assume, and the assumption is I'm not necessarily a huge foodie, but I'm not like, the pickiest eater in the world as well.
Okay. So basically, I would say this is your first time to the festival, if you absolutely love food and you love good, fine food, I would say go ahead and book one of the signature dining events where you actually have usually a celebrity chef who's preparing a meal for you and showing you how to prepare the meal. It's a very interesting event. If you're going to the Food and Wine Festival for the first time, you're not really going to Disney World for the festival. You just want to, taste around and see what's available. I would suggest waiting until you can book those less expensive events, which are going to be probably $13 this year. And those are fun. They're about half an hour, 45 minutes. Culinary demonstrations, wine demonstrations, kind of a gateway. It's like a gateway drug for the foodie. And that's probably going to be more interesting. I mean, those are the ones I tend to go to as well. And also, of course, book at least 2 or 3 meals to eat around the World Showcase, because there are those international marketplace booths, 27 of them this year set up around the World Showcase. Very easy. You don't have to pay anything other than your admission to get to them, and then you just buy what you want to eat right around the World Showcase. And that, I think, is probably the best part of the festival as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, sure. Those booths are a lot of fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So I guess the reason why you would want to do one of these special events is simply to kind of expand the scope of the event a little bit and get a little more into it. And certainly, I've been to it many times before. So obviously the booths are a lot of fun. So you would say that it's definitely worth checking out maybe 1 or 2 events this year?
I would say it's worth checking out 1 or 2 events. Something that if maybe you can, instead of have dinner at Marrakesh one night, you go to a Marrakesh, Morocco food and wine pairing, where they'll give you plenty of food to make you full, but you also get a little taste of the Food and Wine Festival at the same time. Costs it costs about $65, and that's kind of the price you're going to pay for an upscale dinner in Disney World anyhow. So that's kind of a fun thing to do that's definitely within a lot of people's budget. Again, like I said, the tequila tastings are a lot of fun. That's kind of a gateway for me too. I think that they're less expensive, and they're going to be you're going to learn a lot there. Also, this 3D dessert discovery thing. If you're someone who loves desserts and sugar, and who loves Illuminations, this might be the best place for you to spend your $45. Go get reserve seating for Illuminations, get a bunch of desserts, get some cordials, some good wines. That's a good thing to try out as well. So, I just want to mention there's cheese seminars, which I don't know if you guys are like me. I love cheese, so cheese seminars might be a fun thing to do as well.
And who doesn't love cheese?
Who doesn't love cheese?
Cheese and air supply.
I think Howard Jones is going to be there too, which is just so much fun.
I don't know who Howard Jones is.
Oh my
Rick
goodness!
Springfield.
Oh, Rick Springfield will be. See, now I know him.
Rick Springfield will be fun. Howard Jones. What does Howard Jones sing, you guys? There's a. He sings. No wait. He sings "No One Is to Blame." You know that song, Matt?
I do.
No one
Yes.
ever.
There you
You know that
I
song,
know-
or you know that well.
I know that. I know. I'm all
Things
out of-
can only get better. No one is to blame. What is love? New song.
Okay. I'm
There
sure.
you go.
You know.
Howard Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me, Annette. Haven't you done one of these events before?
Thanks for calling me out. I'm the only one here that has never
You've never been?
been. And you said this last time we said this on a podcast.
Oh my
I've never been
God.
to Food and Wine.
Oh my God, AJ, we need an intervention here. Like seriously, like this is a really never been.
Seriously, never been. I think I should come this year.
If it was chocolate and wine, she would have been.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Wow.
I know. Everybody fall out of your chairs. But I've said it before. Funny, you forgot.
See, I forget that people aren't as excited about the Food and Wine Festival as I
It's not that I'm not excited. It's just in the years past, when Food and Wine is going on, I was busy doing a little planning for group. A small
Annette?
little group that went in December, you know?
What about Mickey's Not So Scary?
I've done that before.
How can you do that without food and wine?
Well, that starts in September.
Oh, I did that years ago with the kids on Halloween night. I don't.
Let me ask,
Yeah.
Mike, what's your favorite Scopa? What's your favorite part of Food and Wine?
Oh my God, I like the idea of just going. Well, one of the things I like is I think they started this 2 or 3 years ago, where you could buy some kind of a debit card,
Yeah.
and you just walk around. And so when you go to one of the booths or one of the kiosks and you try something, you just swipe that card or have them swipe that card. And I think it's a lot more convenient than breaking out the cash. I like the idea of being able to walk around very, very slowly and really, really take your time and try things out. A little bit of food here, a little bit of wine here. I like the relaxed atmosphere of walking around World Showcase and trying out different things.
Yeah. I brought my parents for the first time to Food and Wine last year, and they loved it, except for the fact it was just one of those weekends where it was very hot out, so it wasn't that enjoyable. It's great when the weather cooperates and you can get a nice, warm day, but not hot, and you can be out there in World
I
Showcase.
saw you. I saw
That's
you.
right. That's right. I forgot about
And,
that.
and you didn't introduce me to your parents. Not that I'm bitter.
Wow. And you
Wow,
want
we're just pointing all sorts of things out tonight.
to stay away from the weekends. I've noticed that the weekends are
Yeah.
terribly
That's
crowded.
a good point.
I mean,
Yeah.
really uncomfortably crowded.
Yeah, the event's gotten very popular, especially
Yeah.
last year. I remember AJ was very, very popular last year in terms of just the amount of crowds that you would see every weekend. It didn't matter which weekend it was.
Yeah, it is a big deal. I definitely would plan, if you can at all, go on the either go at 11 a.m. when Epcot first opens and hit
Yeah.
the booths then, because they'll be less crowded and you can dine around faster, or go definitely on evenings that are not weekend evenings. Those can get crazy with you wild locals.
And those air supply groupies.
And
Don't forget about
the
them.
air supply
Yeah.
groupies. You guys, it's going to be so awesome. I'm not even going to be there for air supply, but I'll make sure somebody videotapes it for me.
She is so excited over this air supply thing.
Yeah, Newell, I got to send Glenn to go videotape that.
Yeah, he could stream Air Supply.
You can stream
for
it,
us.
live stream it.
Yeah.
Stream air
He'll be so
supply.
excited.
Oh, it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so great. And then we'll do and then Sugar Ray and Cool and the Gang. Oh, forget it.
All right,
So
AJ, I got to put you on the
Speaking
spot.
of
Throw it
cheese.
out for your last question here.
About Eat to the Beat.
No, give me your top 3 signature events at Food and Wine.
Top 3 signature events at Food and Wine this year. Now, even though I don't know, I haven't been to several of them, mind you.
Sure.
I would say Sweet Sundays is going to be great. I don't think we mentioned that. That's where a celebrity pastry chef or baker actually shows you how to make some of their signature items. That'll be fun. Relatively cheap too. Relatively, I say. Cheese seminars. That's going to be awesome. I just love cheese. So maybe nobody else is on board with me on that one, but very cool. And then I would also say I'm going to go with the tequila tastings. I can't stress enough how much fun I had last year. It was great. If you don't know anything about tequila, or even if you do, just go. Sometimes it tastes like gasoline, but sometimes it doesn't. and it's really
Woohoo,
fun.
that's a selling point.
Yeah, exactly.
but see, imagine, you can share this with your friends and your family. It's great. No, I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. So that to me is worth the $40.
Well, my wife loves cheese, and AJ, so maybe you'll have a partner over there to go check that out.
Oh, great.
And if you like cheese, you'll love Air Supply.
There's a lot. That's right.
Swing and a miss.
I think that's going to be my tagline from now on.
Very nice. Well, of course, you can find all information on the Food and Wine Festival this year going on over there at DisneyFoodBlog.com. And hopefully, if you're coming down for, October 3rd?
October 3.
Yes, October 3rd, there'll be the Foodie Fest, which is going on. That's going to be kind of circled around. It's going on in conjunction with, not with like Disney approved it, but you're holding it in conjunction with Food and Wine Festival, right?
Yes. We are trying to take advantage of all of the wonderful people that love Disney and love food, and they're going to come hang out at the Foodie Fest for a few hours on the 3rd.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, AJ, awesome job as usual. Thank you very much.
Rock on. Thank you guys so much for letting me come on and talk about my favorite subject.
And my favorite place to stay. I mean, you go to after a long day of Food and Wine Festival is going to be an all-star vacation home, because you're just going to get so much space, so much amenities, and it's going to be for a fraction of the price if you try to get that kind of same stuff on Walt Disney World property. I mean, private pool, which we talked about at the top of the show, game rooms, themed rooms, full kitchen, movie theaters. These are things that come in the rooms, and guess what? The prices really aren't bad at all. Check them out. Just go to www.allstarvacationhomes.com. Check out what you got over there. I think you're going to like what you see. If you want to find our older episodes, read our show notes, or send us your comments, visit the WDW Today website at wdwtoday.com. For Len Testa, Mike Scopa, Mike Newell, the fabulous Annette Owens, and AJ, I'm Matt Hodgeberg. We'll see you on the next show.
Stupid Judy, stupid energy.
This has been a production of Mouse World Radio. This Sunday, it's the next Walt Disney World Today live call-in show. Get your questions answered fast by our panel of WDW experts. Tune in to Mouse World Radio at 8 o'clock Eastern Time Sunday night. You can also log into our chat room during the show at WDWToday.com. The next WDW Today live call-in show, sponsored by AllEars.net, 8 o'clock Eastern, this Sunday, only on Mouse World Radio.